Jack Walton will look for his third hit in as many trips to the plate. 2 singles so far. Daniel Tomkowitz really settled down that last inning. Swing and a miss, it's deemed. Couldn't quite tell if that ball was skimmed or not by the bat of Walton. A lot of traffic through the first 3 innings, what Tomkowitz dealt with from Red River, but 1, 2, 3 in the last frame. A tight slider there. Misses high. Walton fouled up and away. Plenty of fans getting some souvenirs here tonight. Balls being sent right into the bleachers on top of us. The 1-2 count. Just inside. Walton doing a good job laying off. Talked with him earlier. He was apparently hit in the face at one point. Does a nice job fouling that off-speed pitch off. Talking to him earlier, he wore a 92-mile-an-hour fastball to the face. At one point, required some surgery to get that fixed. Talked about some of the jitters. Takes just getting back in the box. You know, some of the reflexes that come from that. Just some trauma experience. He now wears the C-flap. That ball gets just out of play.
That foul ball was sponsored by Geeks Pizza.
Said it really took some time to be able to get comfortable again in the box. He's managed to be good in there tonight. Really get his footing back under him since that happened. A high off-speed pitch. A full count coming. Will be the 8th pitch of the bat. Walton swings and misses. So he's sat down. But a nice battle there between Tomkowitz and Walton.
Number 6, Tyler Wiltshire.
Wiltshire has been on base twice tonight, once via single and once via an error after a fielder's choice. Made some really nice plays in the field, including nabbing Chris Monroe at first base after diving toward the bag to snag a hard grounder. And that time he hits a foul ball off his shin. Undeterred, he steps back in. Tips the bill of the cap. Tomkowitz to the plate. It's a high fastball, a 1-1. Wiltshire smacks one high into the air. Drifting back towards straightaway center field. Pelayo is under it. Fields it and tosses into Willman. It's the second out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 29, Jalen Lee.
Daniel Tomkowitz will look to complete his second straight 1-2-3 inning, facing the hottest hitter in the Red River lineup, Jalen Lee. 1 for 2. An RBI single and a ground out to second. Swings at a high fastball on the outer half. 0-1.
He's doing really well for his first night.
A nice off-speed there. Trying to backdoor the breaking ball, but it doesn't quite come all the way back. We will have a 1-1 count. Tomkowitz working much faster. A nicely located pitch at the knees, right on the back of the plate for strike 2. Tries to go out of the zone, seeing Lee chase the high fastball to start the at-bat. Lee wises up and leaves that one alone, a 2-2 count. That ball smacked to right field. Back to the track. That ball is off the wall. Lee coming into second. He slides in safely. Ball rocketed off the bat. Looked like it might have a chance to get out.
The double.
But with the wind blowing in from right field, you've really got to get a hold of one that way to push it through and over the wall. Lee got most of it, but quite not all of it. Alas, he's on second with a double. Josh Simon with an RBI opportunity. Another inside pitch for a strike. Tomkowitz doing a nice job staying on that inside corner. Talked about Simon being in the heart of the Missouri Valley College lineup earlier. He's actually in the Heart of America Conference. He was the first Missouri Valley player to be named a first-team All-Heart Conference selection since 2016. Simon awaiting Tomkowitz that time, who's changing his rhythm, trying to mess with the hitter's timing, and does so successfully. Looks like a changeup dives away from the bat of Simon for strike two. Simon pokes one into left field. Muncie able to come in and corral it for out number 3. Jalen Lee able to smack an impressive double off the wall, but no runs for Red River. We're through 5 here at Kraft Field. The Pilots lead it 3-0 over the visiting SabreDogs. Hunter Delanoy climbs in for the 3rd time against Nate Scott. Grounds it to Kirkman. He shuffles to his right. Throws on to Lee. And a quick out number 1 here in the top of the 6th for Galveston College product, Nate Scott.
Following the groundouts, now batting designated hitter number 31, Ben Newbert.
Nate Scott out of Clear Creek High School. Not the only Clear Creek High School player here in Grand Forks. Garrick Schreiber, one of his best friends and the fellow high school teammate, like I mentioned, here as well. Newbert on one hop to Wiltshire. A strong throw nips him at first, and 2 down here in the top of the 6th.
Now batting first baseman number 32, Chris Monroe.
Monroe climbing in now. Scott started 1 game in Galveston last season. As Monroe watches a knuckle curve, 4 strike 1. It was a 7-inning contest. Went 4 1/3 in that game. Allowed 2 hits. Walked 3 batters, but no runs. Obviously 0 earned runs. Not a strikeout in that game. But he's been doing what he did here tonight, just keeping hitters off balance, getting ground balls, and just soft contact. A 1-1 count to Chris Monroe. Central Michigan Chippewa, former Northwoods League All-Star. This guy has hit everywhere he's been. Transferred to Central Michigan from Illinois Springfield. He's 2nd in the Illinois Springfield program history in home runs and RBIs, 30 long bombs and 142 driven in. Some impressive stuff. He's also top 10 in numerous other hitting categories: average, hits, doubles, total bases, runs, and slugging percentage. That ball fouled off. Just catching a piece of that one. Willers asks for that ball back. Hands it to the home plate umpire, and Scott. Payoff pitch on the way. Ball is hit into center. Whitley appears to have a read on it. Comes in and makes the catch. Nate Scott, a 10-pitch 6th inning. Doing great work out there on the mound, and the Pilots coming up here in the bottom of the 6th. You're watching the Expedition League here on YouTube.